Guys, extremely important. Yesterday, I was talking about what exactly is happening inside of your body when you are having a really bad emotional state, when you are not in a great emotional state. I remember one day someone said, Tiago, all my problems start when I feel concerned, when I start thinking about my problems, when I start thinking about my family. I'm concerned about this specific problem. My parents are sick. And because of that, I stop all my focus to myself. I stop everything. And then I just try to solve the problems. I literally damage myself, Tiago. I hurt myself. I eat whatever is available at home. I eat whatever is available in the restaurants because I literally become like an animal of trying to solve my problems and I forget about myself. Your scarce mentality, fear of missing out, you're scared, you are concerned, you are stressed out, you are anxious. There are many different signs that your belly will always struggle to shrink. Why? Because belly fat is a consequence of all the behaviors that you are having, that your body is manifesting every single day. The way that you eat, the way that you think, the way that you treat your gut, the way that you think about reducing your inflammation. Everything starts. I want to lose weight. If you don't master your emotions, forget it. Forget it. I said exactly what's going on inside your body yesterday. But yesterday I asked you guys the first thing, how many pounds have you gained by eating your emotions, swallowing your emotions? How many pounds have you gained? How many problems that you had in your life because of your emotional state? You're not in the best emotional state, and then wrong decision in life. And then your life went to another direction. You chose a completely different job. You spent more than you should because of the emotions. You didn't master that emotion. I asked that, but yesterday I asked all of you guys, what's the organ? I'm going to tell you how to solve that problem. If you stay here, get a pen and paper on the hands. So I asked you guys from your head to your foot, what's the organ that you need to prioritize for you to master your emotions? There is one organ. People said many organs, they didn't say the correct one. So I want you guys here to, all of you guys who are here, just a guess. Tell me here, what's the organ in your body that you think that once you master that specific organ, you're gonna regulate all your emotional state. Ah, Tiago, I'm in postmenopause. I'm always crying for no reason. I'm always sad for no reason. I'm always more stressed out than usual, than before. I never had that stress. Tiago, I'm having emotional eating. Tiago, I'm having cravings more than usual. I don't know what's going on. Tell me here, what's the organ that you think that once you master that organ, your emotions will be much better. Much better. You're going to regulate everything much easier. You're going to lose weight much easier. You're going to balance your hormone. There is one organ that's crucial for you. If you ask me, Tiago, okay, but what about the other organs? Guys, all the organs are crucial. But I'm talking today about one organ that can be the center, that this organ can be the master to regulate all the organs. And by consequence, your emotions. Tell me here, who guess? Tell me here. Tell me here. One, just give me one organ, guys. Don't keep putting a lot of organs. I want to know here on YouTube. Tell me here, guys, in the comment below on YouTube, what you guys think was the organ that's crucial for emotional state. Someone said gut. Someone said liver. Someone said heart. Someone said pancreas. Who else? Spleen. Someone else. I remember someone yesterday said brain. Someone said nervous system. Another person stomach and liver. Liver. This is crucial. Look, once you know the organ, you know what you prioritize, what you focus on. Because remember, If your focus is always going to different places, I'm gonna focus on this supplement. If you're focusing on the supplement, you will never solve your emotional state. You will always lose lose what you want to conquer. You always give up because you're always losing against your emotions. Why? Focus on a supplement. Focus on one food. Why? You're not focusing on that organ. I'm gonna tell you, write this down. The organ, the organ number one, that should be your priority number one for you to master, for you to make that organ fit enough, for you to give all the nutrients to that organ, for you to strengthen. And I'm going to tell you how to strengthen that organ, how to solve that. Once this organ is super fit in many different ways that I'm going to tell you here, your emotions become, you master, you become powerful. Because once you master your emotions, your life becomes easier. Which organ is that, Thiago? Write this down. Your heart. I remember when I was 15 years old that I asked my uncle. I asked my uncle in my family. I was young, high school. I asked, uh, I, for, I forgot his name, by the way. Yeah, I just remember it was one of my uncles, but I don't remember who was. We were in a party, someone's party. I was like 15, 14 years old. That was the average. And then everybody was eating and everybody was talking about emotions. Like someone, yeah, someone is they were talking about another person's issues, talking about uh their problems, and then talking about they had an argument, and then I was listening. I was young, listening, and then I asked my uncle, Uncle, so why do people relate heart and emotions? Like when you read books, like anything that's like love, and then you always see the heart. Because in my mind, it's always like the heart is just an organ, like always bringing blood to the whole body, a crucial hormone that we need to optimize. But what's the relationship between heart and emotions? My uncle said something I didn't even like care because it was not convincing to me. When I went to the university, 2005, I joined the university, Federal University, and then I studied the human, all everything related to human physiology, human anatomy, and then when one of the disciplines was physiology. Once I understood everything that happens inside the heart, the neurons. Tiago, my heart has neurons. Yes. Tiago, my heart have neurons that have short and long-term memory? Yes. It's crazy when I found out this. Because in my mind, when I was 15, 16 years old, I thought that the heart was just like pumping, just to bring blood flow. Just that. It was crucial for survival. You have no idea that your emotions depend every single second when you wake up until you go to bed. If your heart is not optimized, I'm going to tell you what's going on inside. If you don't understand this, you don't understand your body, you don't solve your problem. Once you master your heart, you become super powerful emotionally. Nobody will hit you hard and you are going to be devastated because someone said something to you. Pay attention to this. Many people, what I'm going to tell you, many of you even are not ready to hear this. Because if you're still thinking about low carb diet, like blah, blah, blah diet, I'm talking about something deeper to heal the person, like to change, to shift the way that the person thinks, their mindset. I'm going deeper here. Only those who are really paying attention to me, they're going to heal themselves. Your heart, write this down. Your heart communicates with your brain in different ways. My heart, what, Jack? My heart communicates with my brain. Yes. Write this down. The first way that your heart communicates with your brain to help your brain makes the right decision, to give the command to your whole system to calm down, to handle stress better, to think more rationally, to everything. Your heart communicates a lot to your brain, and vice versa. First thing that your heart can send signals to your brain is via what? Hormones. Tiago, my heart can send hormones to my brain? Yes. Write this down, by hormones. Second thing, chemical. Based on what's going on in your blood, the pH, blood pressure. Based on what's going on in your blood, your heart can send signals to your brain saying what's going on. That's crazy, right? It's incredible. And remember, this I'm talking here, how your heart is helping you master your emotions and sending that communication to your brain for the brain to control the emotions correctly. Besides that, there is the most important part that your heart does to optimize your emotions. How is that? Is because of what? Remember yesterday I talked about the sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. When you are stressed out, when you are thinking about your problems right now, when you are thinking of missing something, when you are concerned about your children, when you don't know that you're going to have money or not, when you are scared about your job, if you're going to lose your job or not, any concern you are ruminating, you start activating what we call sympathetic nervous system. Yeah, what does it mean? Every single time that there is fear, anger, any emotion state that's not ideal for you, this system is active, and by consequence, your gut reduce its function. It's not ready to digest. Your brain puts the attention, your pituitary gland, everything starts in your hypothalamus. Hypothalamus send the signals to pituitary gland. Pituitary gland send the signals to adrenal gland to release adrenaline and to release cortisol. So now you are in a fear state or stressful state, a bad emotional state. When this happens, the brain sends the signals to the heart. Heart, speed up, increase now, more blood flow, because maybe Maria is having a problem, something dangerous that can happen with her. But the danger that your body is thinking that can happen is like a lion to eat you. The experience, the danger that your brain's thinking that you're gonna face it, it's a snake close to your leg that you need to run. And then your brain puts all the blood flowing. Say, the brain sends the signals to your heart saying, heart, pump more blood to the legs, to Maria's leg, because she needs to run. Because I think as she's nervous, that maybe there is a snake next to her, but there is no snake. There is no lion. You are just in your room with yourself, thinking about your problems. But that's exactly what your body is experiencing. Tiago, but what is it like? What's the relationship between my heart that you told me at the beginning that I can master my emotions? Pay attention now. Now it's time to pay attention. All your nervous system, the vagus nerve, this is electricity, based on the electrical nerve, the vagus nerve, sending signals to all your organs. Pancreas, it's time to release, it's time to be careful now. Liver, it's time to be careful now. Your liver, when you are in this sympathetic nervous system mode, fight or flight, your liver will release glucose, will release sugar. No, liver, don't do this. Don't do this, liver. So when you are thinking, when you are in this sympathetic system, nervous system, your liver will start releasing glucose. That's not the right time. Your glucose, your sugar levels increase. And then imagine you have diabetes. Imagine that you already have inflammation. You don't want your liver to release glucose, to release sugar. Your liver start releasing sugar just because of your emotional state. Just because of that. And then it comes the big boss. Who is the big boss? Your heart. The big boss come and say, hey, guys, don't worry. I can manage this. So look what your heart does. One of the main and powerful functions of your heart to modulate your emotions, to bring this fight or flight mode and switch to the parasympathetic nervous system. the digest and rest. So from stress to rest, for this switch to happen, your heart beat can do this for you. Depending on how you're stimulating your heart, that's what we know nowadays. There is one thing in science, guys, this is crazy. One thing in science that we know, it's called heart rate. I'm gonna just put here, heart rate variability. I'm gonna just put here, heart rate variability, what we call HRV. Tiago, what does it mean? Heart rate variability is what you want to increase in your heart, because the higher your heart rate variability, the more you can switch to your fight or flight mode, stressful, fear, to a relaxed mode, enjoy, like love mode, peaceful behavior. You can literally switch quick. The higher the heart rate variability, the faster you can change your emotions. Guys, that's the craziest thing, that you're not doing it. I'm taking this supplement. Big illusion. You need to do this. Your goal is to increase your heart rate variability for you to change your emotions fast. Because remember, what's the secret? Thiago, tell me the secret. What's the secret for me to master my emotions? Your secret is, the faster you go from stress to calm, the better. It's all about speed. We are here for speed. Remember that I told you, when your glucose, when you eat something, the speed of the sugar getting in your bloodstream is that's the problem that can cause in your body, increasing your blood sugar, because of the speed that can create the inflammation, because there are a lot of glucose around your blood, and your pancreas is not releasing enough insulin. The insulin is not handling that, because the cells are not adapted to a lot of glucose that just got in. Guys, the secret is speed. In this case, the speed should be what? The speed should be what? Fast, of the transition between your sympathetic nervous system switching to parasympathetic nervous system. Tiago, how do I do this? Heart rate variability. Tiago, I want to understand this. I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm lost. That's another sign that you need to study more about yourself. Pay attention now. Now you're going to understand. Tiago, what is heart rate variability? Guys, pay attention to this. Your heart beats like that. Tum, 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 right? This is your heart rate. Boom, 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 boom. Every single time that it beats, once you measure between one beat to another beat, you can see how long it takes, how long it's taking for one beat to go to another beat. When you have a poor heart rate variability, it means that it's really like it's taking like 1 second, 1 second here, and then you go to another second, 1 second. It's taking like every single second, your heart beats. Boom, 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 boom. That means you have a poor heart rate variability. Tiago, but I thought that was, if it's really regular, every single second, super synchronized, like 1 second, every second, my heart is beating. I thought that was better. No, 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 no. Because if this is happening in your heart, it means that you are more likely to struggle to adapt fast to any circumstance that happens in your day. You have a stressful situation. Boom. Your heart can take longer to adapt. And then you calm down. You are super stressed out. Your heart is beating. Because of that poor heart rate variability, it's taking the same time to beat. Your body can take longer to slow down. That's why people who are not working out consistently, they have a poor heart rate variability. They are in the sofa, resting. Once they think about a problem, big problem, they're super concerned, heart rate pumps. And then it takes too long to slow down again. And then the person goes to bed. The person is literally 1,000 thoughts per second. Heart rate is not completely rested. Why? Because the person has a poor heart rate variability. The person is too awake because the heart is not calming down. Tiago, so are you saying to me that the higher my heart rate variability, what does it mean exactly, Tiago? Is when one beat go to another beat and then it takes different seconds. 1 second here, and then someone who has a high heart rate variability, the other beat can take 0.6 seconds. The other beat 1.2 seconds. It's flexible. I remember Bruce Lee said that you need in your life, you need to be shapeless. You need to be like water, be adaptable. It's not the smartest that win. It's the fastest that adapt. Guys, in life, you need to master adaptation. Why? Because your heart needs to learn how to adapt fast. You have an argument with your husband right now. The faster you recover your emotions, the healthier you become. If you have an argument with someone that you love, and then after 30 minutes, you are not emotionally hurt anymore, it means that you are super emotionally strong. Why? Because you are fast adapted. How does this happen, Thiago? When your heart has that capacity of adjusting the beat fast enough. So that's why people who are really fit, they exercise constantly. They have a high heart rate variability. Guess what? Guys, that's not my guess. I don't think, that's not my opinion. Forget my opinion. This is science. That's evidence-based. There are many papers already showing this, proving this, proving this. The point is because many of you are not studying about your body. I'm just giving you the data. Imagine how crazy it is. Those people who have that flexibility of heart rate is having that variability. One time, 1 second. Another time, it beats in less than 1 second. And then keep that wave of variability. Anything that happens, your heart adapts quick. Any stressful situation, your heart adapts quick to calm down what? Your nervous system. Now that you need to pay attention to this. The most important part of the life. Pay attention now. I just showed you that one of the most important things for your heart to help your emotions is by having a high heart rate variability, the way that's beating. What's going on when you have a high heart rate variability? The heart will always remember in the wall of the heart, especially the wall of the heart, you have neurons with long-term and short-term memory. Remember what I told you. These neurons, it's connected with the vagus nerve, the most important, the biggest nerve. To calm all the nerves, the vagus nerve, or to excite, or to make it excite, like to stimulate. Every single time that your heart rate variability is high, once you start breathing and reducing the beats of your heart will send signals via hormones that I told you, via chemical, because of the blood flow, and via electricity, because of the neurons in your heart connected with the vagus nerve. So all your autonomic nervous system can start becoming quieter, because your heart will send, that's the magical part, the most beautiful part. Your heart sends a signal to your brain when the heart is slowing down and is beating in synchronicity. Your heart sends a signal to your brain saying, brain, it's safe now. Brain, I'm giving you freedom to relax, to feel free. Brain, everything here is calming down. Your brain receives that message. Guys, your brain and heart are the best friends, best friends, physiologically, best friends. Every single second they communicate. But the brain really pay attention to what the heart is saying. It's like your best friend. You always listen to what your best friend says to you, or your mom, someone that you really consider. You really pay attention to what your mom is saying to you. You really consider what your mom, the advice that your mom is saying to you. Same thing with your heart and your brain. Your brain really cares what your heart is saying. Your brain really cares. So the heart sends that message to your brain, it's safe, relax. You can say to the whole system that now is a safe place to create, to calm down, to avoid thinking too much. Guys, because of the message of your heart, the brain waves change. So now you are in a high brain wave because you are really stressed out. Your brain waves slow down. The craziest part that happens is what? If your heart is sending that message constantly every single day to your brain, guess what happens? You start creating synchronicity of frequency. The energy of the heart. Tell the energy of the heart. What do you mean by that? Guys, you need to know this. This is basics. Nowadays, we know that your heart, because the beat of the heart, we can see, we can measure nowadays the electromagnetic field that your heart produces around you, outside your body, because it's too fast, it's too much energy. You have no idea. That pump, boom, tutum, tutum, it's literally creating an electromagnetic field. That's why you can measure like this. Why do you think when you do like you really check your heart or check your brain, you see the scan is like this, boom, boom, like I just showed you, like that. This is frequency. Every single time it's frequency. Boom. That frequency, that frequency influence, affect the other organs, especially your brain and your lungs. Tiago, what does it mean? You start creating synchronicity, coherence from the frequency of your heart with the frequency of your brain and the frequency of other organs. You create coherence. Guess what? That's the moment that there is no fear. There's no scarce mentality. There's no self-sabotage. There's no anger. There's no stress. There's no anxiety because everything is in synchronicity. Why? Because your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest nervous system mode is active. Boom, 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 everything. And guess what? Remember, your organs, they are connected because of the nervous system. The nervous system connect. So the vagus nerve here. So here, the vagus nerve connect with my heart, my lungs, my liver, my pancreas, my small intestine via electricity. Don't confuse here. It's electrical. I'm not talking about chemical. I'm talking about electrical. Electricity, literally. When you put like your phone in the charger, in the plug, that electricity, so we have electricity happening. Zzz. We have a lot of energy that you have no idea. So we create coherence of this energy when our heart is beating the right way, sending message to the brain the right way. Guess what's going to happen with you next? Mastering your emotions. That's the moment that you want. You don't want to feel stressed out and eat the wrong food because of your emotions. I'm feeling that I'm really stressed out. I want to eat. You don't have that behavior anymore. It's crazy what happens because of your heart. Send the message to your brain, and then the brain saying, okay, I'm going to quiet the amygdala. Guys, if your heart sends the right message to your brain, your amygdala will quiet. Your adrenal glands will not keep releasing stress hormones like cortisol. It will reduce. Guess what's going to happen? When you are in this moment of relaxation because of the heart, you are making the heart fit. I'm going to tell you what to do. Your digestion improves. Tiago, I'm having bloat. Of course, you're always anxious or always having fear, always concerned about tomorrow, your job, always having argument with people, always talking about negative situations. How do you want your gut to digest and absorb the food correctly? Because your nervous system, you are activating too much your sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight mode that you're not even aware of that's happening right now. You're going to shift that. Guess who is your best friend to help you with this? Heart, the organ. Tiago, how do I optimize my heart? Tiago, I'm already taking omega-3 to help my heart. Great. Keep doing this. I'm already taking magnesium to help my heart. Great. Keep doing this. But that's not, guys, this is 3% for you to help your heart. 3%. Your top one priority to optimize your heart, should be what? Guess what? Tell me here if you guys are aware. What's the way that you slow down your heart? Something simple. I'm asking you an easy question. What's the way that you slow down your heart? Tell me here. Tell me here. Tell me here. I want to know your answers. How do you slow down your heart? The way that your heart is beating. What's the first way? Tell me here. Deep breathing. Sam, exactly. Deep breath. That's the thing that you want to prioritize throughout the day. Thiago, I'm really sabotaging myself because of my emotions. How many times throughout the day are you focusing on spending 3 minutes, 5 minutes, focusing on your breath to slow down and to create that coherence of frequency between your heart, lungs, and brain? How many times throughout the day? Thiago, no, I never think about that. That's why. That's why you are always having that self-sabotage behaviors. Because something simple, free, guys, you have all the tools that you need to succeed. I told you yesterday. I told you yesterday that you make a lot of mistakes. You know that you're making mistakes, but you do it anyway. You know that you will regret, but you do it anyway. And I told you why it's happening. Because your body, the animal, is addicted to these chemical reactions that you are releasing, even if it's not good for you, even if you're not feeling good. But your body's addicted. It's like someone that's really addicted to alcohol. Same thing. The person is addicted to alcohol. The body is addicted to alcohol. Same thing with someone who is smoking. The person is addicted to smoke. The person knows that's terrible. Cigarettes are terrible for him, for her. She knows that, but she smokes anyways. And why is that? Because the body, the animal, is addicted to the chemical reactions. Remember, you criticize someone who is smoking, but you have your addictions. You have your addictions. Every single time that you're stressed out and then you go and eat something sweet, you are addicted to that. This is an addiction. So if you ask me, Thiago, how can I solve my problem? You need to break that addiction. And the first step for you to break that addiction is start with the foundation. What's the foundation for my emotions, Thiago? The way that I'm breathing to create coherence in my heart with the neurons that I told you. The neurons that I have, 40,000 neurons in the heart, around and above the wall of the heart, sending message, constantly message to your brain to dictate how you're gonna act, how you are gonna feel about what you are living, which actions that you're gonna take. So everything you can master from here. How many times are you focusing on your breath? That's why in my program, it's a must. I put in the calendar of all our clients all the habits for them to master their emotions and optimizing their nervous system. Because if your nervous system, you are ready, like a lot of electricity, the wrong way, you're creating a wrong frequency inside of your body. Guess what's going to happen? Write this down. Your cells inside your body, each cell in your body, in your skin cells, brain cells, heart cells, immune cells, your immune system, all the cells of your immune system, all the cells also produce energy and also is connected to the energy that you're producing, is receiving that energy. And guess what's that? What does it mean, Thiago? Thiago, what does it mean? Energy is the way that your body communicates in each area inside of you. Is the way that your body communicates. Is the main way. Is via electricity. And guess what's happening with you when you are just focusing on your stuff, your work. Thiago, but I'm exercising. Thiago, I work out every day. Guys, congratulations. If you're working out, congratulations. This is a powerful way for you to switch from fight or flight mode to a rest and digest mode. Sympathetic nervous system goes to parasympathetic nervous system faster. Congratulations. But that's not enough. The problem is because many of you are focusing on one thing and think that's going to solve the problem. Thiago, I'm really hurt. My mom really, I had a big bad argument with my mom. 5 years ago, by the way. And since that time, I'm not eating well. I never focus on myself. I'm just living life. Tiago, I had a big argument. I had a divorce. I'm not married anymore. Since that day of the divorce, that our family split up, my life is not the same. So remember, exercising will be a huge, you need to exercise more. But remember, it's never only one thing. Exercising, for example. You need to do the other things. That's why, guys, that's why holistic approach is crucial to heal you. If you exercise, amazing. Heart rate variability increase. Great. You are more likely to calm down faster. But remember, what about the breathing for you to calm down your heart? When you are doing, for example, a specific meditation, when you are thinking of your breath, when you are prioritizing breath from your nose, not through your mouth. Many people breathe completely wrong. They even don't know that. They breathe from their mouth. But you are literally getting more oxygen. You literally can quiet your amygdala much more when you are breathing from your nose. There are many techniques when you're journaling. When you are thinking, the way that you are doing the meditation, thinking about what you want in life and thinking already, that's already happened. You are visualizing. I'm visualizing having love. I'm visualizing that I'm feeling love now. So you are literally visualizing a future that you want. You are bringing that future to the present moment. Guess what's happening? You are creating that harmony between your heart and your brain waves. And remember, write this down. The neurons in your heart has memory. We know this already in science. Has memory. Tell what does it mean? Remember when you think about a problem that happened in your life 2 years ago. You're in your sofa and you start thinking, why do you think that your heart start speeding up? The problem already happened 2 years ago, but your heart start speeding up a little bit. You are in like 60 beats per minute. You started thinking about a tragic stuff, a really bad situation that happened 2 years ago. Your heart goes to 70, 80. Why do you think that? Because you have memories. It's a different type of memory, by the way. But you have memories, long-term memories in the neurons of your heart, and you have memory in your brain. So your brain communicating with your heart, they remember the experience, the feeling that you had when you had that problem 2 years ago. That's why your physiology changed when you start thinking about your problems. And even problems that never happened yet, and you are thinking about the future problems. For example, I don't know if I will be able to pay this, I will pay my mortgage in the next 5 years. This government is destroying my life. Something that didn't happen, but you already bringing the problem to the present moment, creating the same exactly bad, terrible chemical reactions inside your body. Guess what's happening? Boom, inflammation increases. Paying attention to how you are taking care of the heart, because your heart is crucial to modulate your emotions. Any emotion. Thiago, but what about the hormones? Because my problem, for example, I have emotional eating. I feel I have cravings. And I know you told me in one live that my leptin hormone, my ghrelin hormone, hormones responsible to make me feel hungry, hormone responsible to make me feel full, are deregulated. I can increase even more my cravings. I can have more cravings. Remember this forever. This connection, the way that your heart is beating, is affecting your hormones. Tiago, why is that? The faster your hormones, or the faster your heart is beating, in completely incoherence, your heart sends signals to where? To your brain. Brain sends the signals to adrenal gland. Adrenal gland will start releasing adrenaline and cortisol. Now you have a lot of cortisol in your system. Guess what's going to happen? All the hormones will be affected. Now you're affecting your melatonin hormone, the hormone to sleep. And then when the guys, that's crazy, is everything's connected. And then the melatonin is already dysregulated because everything started here that I told you. and then you struggle to sleep. And then when you sleep poorly, the next day you deregulated your ghrelin, the hormone that gives you hunger, and you deregulated your leptin, the hormone that makes you feel full. So the next day you're having more cravings, you're feeling hungrier because you had a poor sleep. Can you imagine? Can you see the big picture that it's a cascade of problems? Tum, 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 a domino effect that causes. So the heart doesn't directly, the heart, you don't have inside your heart a leptin and ghrelin hormone release inside your heart. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's the message, the command that your heart is giving to your nervous system. For the nervous system to send the message to the brain, for the brain to send the message to the adrenal gland, for the adrenal gland to send the message to the release of cortisol, for the cortisol to start affecting all the hormones, for all the hormones affecting your sleep. It's a cascade of problems. Imagine for how many years you are creating that cascade, that domino effect. That's why in my program, priority number one in my program is everybody will always have inside their calendar, inside our app, in their calendar, they need to see the habits, they need to see the supplements, they need to see the food all together. Because one thing, I'm following this nutrition plan, is not enough. You need the whole combination. I'm doing the breath work guide. Tiago, I'm doing the holistic breath work guide that you teach inside the program. Congratulations. That's powerful, crucial. You need to do this for the rest of your life, but that's not the whole thing that you need to do. That's part of the solution. Your body is incredible. It's beautiful. You have no idea how much you would love yourself if you understood how much your heart is affecting your emotional state. Constantly, boom, boom. You're angry. You can reduce your anger fast. You are stressed out. You start getting stressed out. Come back, come back, come back. Quiet, quiet, body. You become super flexible emotionally. That's what you want. Yeah, someone said, mind blown. Exact, guys. It's incredible. It's incredible. When you understand that, okay, my heart has neurons, and the way that I'm breathing, I'm affecting how my autonomic nervous system. Tiago, what does it mean? I'm going to tell you this for you to remember this forever. Who is beating the heart for you? Something is doing the job for you, for your heart to be moving, to keep moving like that. What is that? What's making your gut digest without you thinking about it? Which intelligence is that? That's making you blink without noticing. What's the intelligence inside of your body that's making you breathe without you realize? What's the intelligence that makes you sleep? Zero awareness at that moment with yourself, but you have the capacity to wake up again. The whole system is aware again. Which intelligence is working inside of you? You have no idea. Many of you are not ready for this conversation. Many of you, you need to, I still need to talk the basic stuff here. The level one yet. There are other levels of your existence, of the way that you look at your life, of the way that you look at the world, all the levels, all the categories. Many of you cannot go to another level yet. We can start talking about something deeper about the way that you feel about life, existence, perception of life. And remember, I'm talking about frequency, guys. Everything inside your body creates a frequency. Why do you think? How? Tell me how. Tell me here. How you take a supplement? Let's say you take iron. Why and how? Tell me this. You tell me. You tell me here in the comments. How do you take a supplement, iron supplement, because you have low iron? You have anemia, for example. How does the iron, the molecule of the iron that you just took, you have this entire body. How does the molecule of the iron will know the place, the cell, the receptors in the cell that should go exactly? How? How does this happen? How, when you take magnesium, how the molecule of the magnesium that you are swallowing knows exactly the place to go in the cell, in which cell to go. You have trillions of cells. And how does this work? How this communication works? Tell me here if you know, if you guess. Have you thought about it? Tiago, how can I be sure that what I'm eating, the nutrient that I'm eating, it's going to my skin that I need? How this molecule, this food that doesn't have a brain, doesn't know, doesn't have awareness like me, how does this molecule go to the specific place, the right place inside my body? How does this happen? There are all the type of conversation that you need to start analyzing. There are many things that's deep, that subjects that you are not aware of, that's another level. And you're still thinking about a basic stuff. Low carb diet, guys, please. Focus on diets that you are signing in for frustration in life. There are many things inside your body that you first need to prioritize, not diets. The diets should be around your symptoms, how your body is working, the way that you are looking at life. If you do the wrong diet, you can have more cravings. If you do the wrong strategy, diet plan. Tiago, I just finished my vacation. Now you're in vacation, or you finished your vacation, and then you're gonna follow a diet that's not focused on these details, your hormones, your inflammation, even the way that your nutrients go inside your cells. You're not thinking about that stuff. You're not thinking about self-sabotage, about triggering. What are the triggers? I get in my house, every single time that I sit in the sofa, I think of eating. What is the trigger in this situation? The sofa. So now once I come back home, I will not sit on the thing that's giving me the trigger for me to think about eating, think of eating. Right. The animal here was receiving that trigger in the sofa. Once you go and start thinking about the details, what's the environment that you are living? What's inside your house right now that's making you sabotage yourself? What is inside of your house? Why do you have a TV in front of the living room? Have you asked that question? The industry planted and rewired your brain, not you, because you didn't born that time, your great grandparents. They were stimulated to put the TV, pay attention to that, the TV in your living room. Guess why? And in front of the sofa. Why have you already asked that question? Why the TV is in front of the sofa? In the main area inside your house? Have you asked that question? Why everybody puts the TV in front of the sofa? Why? Because in the past, they wanted you to start watching more TV. And they started creating that behavior for the world's population to start having that behavior. All the places that you're putting your stuff in your house, start asking that question. What are the furniture? What are the things that are triggering me? Start asking that question. Why do when I decide to eat a treat, I put the whole bar of the chocolate in front of my desk instead of just getting 2 squares? And then I put the rest of the bar in the kitchen, far from me. Otherwise, the animal will eat the whole thing, the whole bar. If you don't go to this deep conversation, you will struggle 10 times to solve your problem. I know someone, she always asks me, Thiago, I'm always sabotaging myself when I go to my work. And then the first question that I asked her, tell me exactly the street. The street, when you go to your work, how the street looks like. Thiago, there are a lot of cafes. And then I smell a lot smelling croissant, smelling that coffee, the taste, that smelling of coffee, it breaks me. So once I start work, I already think of the break for me to have a snack. So what you're gonna do? And then I told her what she needed to do before the trigger happens. Start analyzing these guys. Pay attention to that. That's why in my program we focus on not only the physical health, but also the mental health and the emotional health. It's crucial you connect the dots. Crucial. All right? That's mind blowing. Someone said it attracts. It attracts. Ah, by the way, someone said this. It attracts. I don't know if I understood your question, but let me say something crucial. As we already know nowadays that the heart, because of the heartbeat, creates an electromagnetic field with coherence or incoherence, depending on how you are thinking, how you are feeling, depending on your emotions. Remember, the thought create the emotion. The emotion create the chemical reactions inside your body. Chemical reactions create the actions, the behavior. And the behavior that you have in your life create the results that you are getting in your life. So many of you deserve the problems that you are facing in your life right now. Why? Because all the problems that happen with many of you is just a consequence of your behavior. Tiago, I'm fat. You asked to gain that fat. You asked that. Why? Because of your behaviors, because of your thoughts, because of the emotional state that you created. So you asked. So now it's time to break that pattern. I told you yesterday, you are feeling always uncomfortable to change because you are scared of the unknown. But we are supposed to change because we came from nature. Nature, everything nature changes constantly. Today is raining, tomorrow is sunny day. Everything's changing. So if everything in nature is changing, supposed to change, you came from nature. Why are you against what's natural? So you are supposed to change. If you're having that behavior, it's time to change now. Change. You're not 30 years old anymore. You are 40 now. Your body's already changed. Time to change now as well. All right? But remember, when you are creating that electromagnetic field, be careful who is next to you because you produce that electromagnetic field from your heart. Guys, by the way, when you do like a brain scan, you see the energy outside the skull. When you do this measurement with your heart, it's already possible. There are a lot of machines that's possible. You see that frequency outside your body already. So there's no woo-woo thing here. It's science. Pay attention to that. When you are noticing that, remember, you produce that electromagnetic field, but a negative person next to you also produce an electromagnetic field. So you can create, if you are too close to someone, you're creating that synchronicity or not with the person's energy. Why do you think when you are in a menstrual cycle, your menstruation is always first week of the month? And then you start living with your friend, woman as well. Her period always comes at last week of the month. Once you guys spend 2 months together, why do you think that you guys both together start menstruating in similar time, similar period, similar week? Why do you think that's happening? Why? Have you asked that question? Have you asked that question? Why is that? Because you guys are in close, you are too close, you are living in the same room, you are always creating that synchronicity, this coherence of energy or incoherence of energy. All your energy in your body is connecting, is talking to her energy. So even your menstrual cycle changes. Can you believe that? That's why when you live with someone that's really negative, guess what's going to happen? You will start seeing the world more negative as well. When we start living with someone that's extremely positive, the person is in love with everything. The person sees the solution for any problem. You tend to, your lenses, the lens of your eyes will be like that as well, sooner or later, because you're in this environment with the person. The energy of the person is affecting your energy. You have no idea. Be careful who is close to you. Be careful. Don't allow negative people around. Don't allow that. And if the person is too close, say, ha, 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 hey, hey, hey. See ya. Arrivederci. Bye bye. I see you in 1 year. 1 year. You want to see this negative person again. Ah, Tiago, but the person for my family. It doesn't matter, guys. If it's for your family, but if you want to stay in this negative state until you die, just because you want to stay close to this person, just because the person is from your family, that's your choice. That's your choice. You decide that. If you want to live a miserable life until you die when you are 70s, instead of living 80, hit your 80s, you live until your 70s because you accept living with that specific person, that's your choice. So you are asking to feel like that. You are asking. Like it's just like action, reaction. You are asking to feel terrible inside. You're just asking. Time to change now. You can remember, you can never change someone else. I'm talking here to you. It's impossible for me to change you, but I can influence you. Only you can change yourself. So you accept what I'm saying, you think, you analyze, you get that wisdom, you get that knowledge, you understand about yourself, and then you decide what you're going to do with that. But you is the responsible. Nobody will come to save you. One day, I heard someone saying that. Nobody will come to save you. And then in my mind, I said, no, that's logic. Of course, nobody will save nobody. Like, for their problems, everything their problems, all their problems in their lives. But I started noticing that it was my thought. It was my belief that I knew, or since at the beginning, that nobody would. I always had to solve my own problems and always had to focus on solve the problem quickly. But I started noticing that many people don't think like that. Many people still think that someone will save them. Ah, when I get married, and then boom, you get married, you are more frustrated. Ah, when I get that job, and when I earn that salary, I will be happy. Every single time that people have that type of mentality, they wait a future to come for them feeling happy, for them to solve their problems. Sign in, you're just signing in to feel unhappy in life, frustrated, because your expectations are too high instead of your appreciation be high. Anybody who have that, I know one person. The guy was 25. Man, the guy was 25 years old. His dream, he wanted to prove he would be successful to his family. He wanted to prove everything to his friends because he was bullied. He wanted to prove to be super successful. He wanted to be a millionaire. I know him. He's from the US. He literally worked like crazy, 12 hours per day. He became a millionaire. He was a machine. Once he was broke until he became a millionaire, like multimillionaire, actually. 30 years old, he hit that number, multi-million dollars, like $30 million per year. Guess what happened once he hit that? Depression. Deep depression. He wanted to buy a gun to kill himself. Real story here. He almost killed himself. Why is that? Expectation of happiness for the future. The biggest illusion is create, I will be happy once I lose that 20 pounds. That's the worst mentality that you can have. I'm going to feel great when I lose 30 pounds and I fit in that jeans. Worst mentality. You need to bring that happiness right here, right now. It's not about what you achieve. It's all about who you become. Who you become. We can talk about this later. There are a lot of conversation here going deeper, but I talked a lot. Someone said, yeah, you are right. Yes, just guys, focus on your body. You have no idea. Someone said, Gouveia, this program is one of the best I have ever used. I'm very impressed with its features and capabilities. Love that. Gouveia, amazing, amazing. That's our priority number one. It's a mission to me. By the way, any client who is here tomorrow, I'm going to tell you, Zoom call, private Zoom call only with clients talking about each T for each problem. So we are going to talk about categories of T for each problem that you guys are having or will have. This is going to be crucial. We are going to talk about specific T's. Cool? All right. Cool. Guys, that's it. Let's talk about more stuff. I'm going to decide what I'm going to talk about in the next live. Tell me here, what's the topic that you want in the next lives? What's the topic? Topic. Someone, yeah, people on YouTube as well. Someone on YouTube. Tell me here the topic that you want. Topic. What you want me to talk about in the next lives about your health. Did you guys understand, right? The power of your heart. You have no idea. I highly recommend you watch this replay again. Okay. Watch this live again. Watch the replay. Cool. All right. I'm going to decide the topic that I'm going to do next time. So Zarmina asks, you are not live on Instagram tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow only with clients. I'm going live only with clients. Zoom call. Someone said the topic, okay, nutrition for digestive issues that are mechanical. For example, okay, perfect. Time management and developing a healthy routine. Okay, that's good one. Joint and body pain. Yeah, I talked about pain. Remember? I'm just taking a picture here. Most effective type of exercise for perimenopause women. Great topic. Emotions affecting different organs of the body. I like that. Emotions affecting different organs of the body. Cool. Hashimoto. I have a live teaching exactly about everything related to autoimmune disease and thyroid. Hashimoto. It's going to be, I think it's on my YouTube channel. I put on my Instagram, but on my YouTube channel, you can see as well. Thyroiditis. You guys need to learn this if you have autoimmune disease. Cool. But great topics. I'm just memorizing here. Management, time management, and developing a healthy routine. Okay, good. I'm just taking a picture here to see that. Guys, let's discuss about that. I already wrote down some. How to stay healthy and vibrant as we age. Epigenetics. Great one. Great topic. Cool. I loved you guys giving me that information. Guys, so I'm going to ask you a favor. Once I post this, I'm going to just publish this live. And then I want you guys to share on your stories. Share in some way in the stories because many people are sick, literally sick, emotionally sick. They need to know this information. So we need to help many people. I don't want only me helping you guys. I want you helping others as well. We need to create that mechanism, that energy of helping each other. So the way for you don't need to speak. You just need to share. Just share this live. You don't share now. Just share when I post this because many people are sick emotionally. All right. To finish here, I just wanted to remind you of the way for you to synchronize all these states that you have in your life, your physical state, your emotional state, and mental state is always focused on your physical state. I'm going to tell you a secret here. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to this. Last thing, only the ones who are here will learn this stuff. Many people don't know this. You have no idea. Many women, many men as well don't know this. Pay attention to that. When you are in super alert right now, your brain waves are like that. You are between gamma brainwave to beta brainwave. Gamma to beta. You are in awareness. You are aware. You are in gamma. You are aware of what I'm saying here. So your frequency is like that. The brain waves are like that. Pay attention now. Pay attention now. The more you are slowing down the waves, the frequency, the more you go to delta brainwave. Delta is like slow brainwave. Got it? Slow brainwave. You need to understand about frequency. When you are the spectrum of life, we can just see the colors. But infrared, we cannot see anymore. All the frequencies we cannot see anymore. There are many things that happen around us that we don't see visually. Why? Because the cones, rods and cones, photo neurons in our retina can just capture those type of colors, but there are each color has a specific frequency. Our eyes doesn't have the capacity to see all the frequencies. Like from the full spectrum of life, of frequency, we humans can see just a really small spectrum. Okay, what does it mean? There are many things happening around you that you cannot see it. like energy. You are not seeing the energy. You put the energy in the plug. You don't see the energy. Your eyes doesn't have the capacity. Photons and cones doesn't have that capacity. Tiago, what do you mean by that? We are made by atoms. Our cells are made by atoms. 99%, 0.9999999% of the atoms are energy, are nothing. Because remember, energy doesn't have weight. You cannot weight energy. Only 0.0000001% is matter. It's physical. Like it's physical. It has like weight. The rest is literally invisible. Tiago, so why is it invisible if I can see it? If I can see that? I can't see, I can't touch that. Why is that? Everything here, like even this microphone, is vibrating. You are just seeing this because in a so slow frequency that the rods and cones in your retina can capture that. The light, the photons of the light hit that surface, reflect to my retina, and then the rods and cones can capture that frequency that creates a shape of a microphone. Tiago, what do you mean by that? There are many other frequencies that we cannot see it. And these, when we start talking about that reality, that's the real thing. We are talking about the spirit. That's another dimension. Why is that? Because, like I said, bees can see much more than us. Why do you think bats? Bats, they fly, they cannot see, but they understand the environment, the existence via frequency. They emit a frequency. Dolphins, they analyze everything that's kilometers away from them via frequency. They say, have you heard his voice of the dolphins? To capture what's going on via what? Frequency. We don't see the frequency of the dolphins when they emit. We don't see the frequency of the bat. Why? Guys, because we can just see a micro spectrum of everything that's going on in our environment. That's why I'm telling you, go and start studying about your spiritual health. Because there are many things that you don't know yet. There are many deep stuff about yourself that you don't know. All the creature has a creator. You need to start learning at that connection. Each molecule of your body, you find all the molecules, you find a deep connection with the earth, with the soil in the earth. We come from nature. Guys, there are many things that we can discuss about it. Deep conversation. Many of you are not ready yet for this type of conversation. Okay? But let's say, yeah, we can talk about this in the future. All right? Cool? Talk to you guys. I'm going to decide what I'm going to talk about, but start focusing on your spiritual health. Just an advice. Close to God, to the Creator, something above you, something that you never saw, but you feel something is going on. You feel, you think about your existence. You already had an existence crisis. You thought like that. Start study about this. This is the real life changing, okay? Connect the dots, Cool. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. See you guys on YouTube. We talk soon, okay?